Hey everybody, this is Guy with Survive. Good morning and thank you so much for stopping by. This morning I would just like to read our original mission statement that I'd written out when I decided to go down this road. And I think that in this conversation here, I can answer a lot of the questions for people who have been following us for a long time, but then also folks just joining us and wondering what we're about. So just jumping right into it, I'd like to read the mission statement and then we're going to talk about that and what that means to us and how that's guided our decisions in getting to where we are today and where we're going to be going with this tomorrow. So jumping right into it, welcome to Survive, soon to be your source for the highest quality functional knives at reasonable prices. Here at Survive, our goal is to raise the standard for production knives by using the finest materials available combined with the latest manufacturing techniques. By selling directly to you, the user, we will provide a better product while still maintaining a price that is competitive with the other guys. So looking at that, I'm just a guy who started with an idea. This whole thing started on a dare. It was born down at a knife store in Frederick, Maryland. And I took that as a creative challenge, and that grew into a larger challenge to want to create something better and of more value for the knife industry. And I think that is especially relevant today when I see this just constantly declining standard and more just rampant consumerism over anything of real value or anything innovative. There's some people out there fighting the good fight, but what I see is a lot of just rampant consumerism, and that's not what we're about here. I got in this to provide genuine value and to make something that is for you and I. I very much see us as the people's knife company, and that's what I set out to do, and that's what we're finally doing today. There has been some struggle getting there. We worked with several knife companies along the way trying to produce a result with varying degrees of success. We'll talk about some of that more, but for the sake of this video and keeping it brief, I'll just glaze over that right now. But I do acknowledge the struggles that we've had getting here, and I do apologize for some of those delays, but it's always been my intention to ensure that your only critical feedback of us is delays, that we're not shorting you on what I promised, and we're not asking for more money later if something didn't work out. That by internalizing all of the problems that we encountered, we made them our problems, and the only thing you saw is a delay. We've never had the same type of delay twice. We've always been learning something, and if we run into a new struggle and that's resulted in a delay, it's because of a new learning thing that we've been working through. That's pretty much been the last 10 years until ultimately we become our own manufacturing company. When I first started out on this, it was explained to me, and with the research that we had available to us at the time, this seemed like a much easier road. And if our standards had been lower, it would have been. But based on what I've been trying to do here and what we're doing today, I wanted to create something exceptional that was a real value for everybody, the People's Knife Company. So that has guided a lot of my decisions and what I am and am not willing to move on. So if something isn't right, until I figure out a better way to move forward, I will stop things. I will pull jobs if they're wrong over just pushing it out the door and saying, oh, well, maybe we'll get it next time. I've gotten to witness firsthand the result of that. It's good enough. You never get around to the innovating. You just get stuck in what you're doing and you're not pushing. So for my learning journey that has us back here where it all started now, it was very important to me to always be pushing the standard forward as we're learning until we're ultimately realizing what we're truly capable of. It would have been a lot easier to give up to some of these investors, to a big dealer when that seemed like the easier decision. But I knew in my heart that wasn't the right decision for long term, for building something of value for everybody. And we're going to do a walk around the shop here and explain what's been going on. But I'm very happy to report that we are finally to that spot where we're making something exceptional for an incredible value. And I guess I can drive that home right now. For you people confused about our prices, I keep my prices where I want them. We should go higher in our prices looking at the market overall. I just choose not to. We've always artificially suppressed the value of our knives because I want you to have a good value in hand. And I like that our knives always appreciate out on the open market. We always put more work and more time and effort into our knives than other companies are willing or capable of doing. And I choose to do that as part of my commitment to providing knives to everybody based on my mission statement. It's just what's important to me, and it was important not to compromise that along the way. And now we have something that is truly unbeatable. We have industry-leading quality. I can see that every time I go down to Edgeworks in Frederick. And if you look at our design, just the functionality of our designs, our fit and finish, the types of materials we use, the extraordinary heat treat we use, even down to our sheath bodies, that whole package put together, I don't see many people in the industry providing that level of value for the dollar you're spending. And I'm really, really proud of that. And I hope that as more and more people are getting what we're making now, that you can see how stand out what we're doing is. And you know, for anything even close to comparable, I'm looking around and things are $80 to $100 more for something even close to comparable. And again, we'll talk more about that and start parsing out where the real value is versus what the marketing is. So leading into 2024 here, we're going to be cleaning up the very last of our backlog, improving our efficiency, and working on a bunch of fun new stuff. And coming into next year, we're bringing it to the industry because we're here now, we're doing a great job, we're doing it consistently, we're beating every goal that we're setting. So I'm really looking forward to this spring to really bring it to the industry and start showing people what true value looks like and maybe pushing the industry in general and just in a better direction. If we can do it, other people can do it. So anyway, I gotta get back to work. We're gonna make a production update video here, but thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys found this informative.